Welcome to Hypercar Global, the channel where we take a look at electric vehicles, Tesla and of course Elon Musk. Today we take a look at Tesla's new battery pack and how Tesla saved Australia from a power shortage. Check out the new membership section I have added with awesome benefits. Click the join button next to subscribe to find out more. Without any hesitation, let's get into the video. First look at a ride inside the Boring Company's LVCC Loop as testing begins. Elon Musk's Boring Company performed capacity testing in Las Vegas at its Las Vegas Convention Center Loop yesterday as the Sin City prepares to reopen with no restrictions on June 1st. In preparation for Las Vegas to welcome back travelers, visitors, and residents alike to the downtown area after over a year of quarantine, the Boring Company is preparing for the first days of operation with its newly constructed Vegas Loop, a public transportation option that aims to give travelers efficient express options to travel to and from the city's most popular hotspots. A fleet of Model 3, Model Y, and Model X vehicles was on the ground in Las Vegas, and eyewitnesses estimate around 50 Tesla electric vehicles were a part of the testing phase. Additionally, less than 500 people were a part of the tests that aimed to give the Boring Company and the LVCC officials some clarity on how the loop would run once the city fills back up with people. One eyewitness, U.S.A. monster on the r/Boring Company subreddit, gave several details about what they saw while the testing phase was ongoing. One of the most notable parts of the test was the constant loop of vehicles working on merging and coexisting smoothly. This remains to be the most crucial part of the LVCC Loop's effectiveness because, without smooth and uneventful travel, the loop will not work efficiently. However, U.S.A. monster said that boarding the vehicles and getting moving went smoother than expected. The Model X took the longest to board and get going, while the Model Y was unequivocally the most efficient. Most cars were filled with 3 passengers, plus a driver who controlled the vehicle manually through the tunnel. U.S.A. monster said the vehicles traveled around 30 miles per hour through turns and around 39 miles per hour on straightaways. As Las Vegas prepares to reopen on June 1st, there will be no restrictions on businesses or activities, according to KTNV, an ABC affiliate station in Las Vegas. Life is getting back to normal, and it is expected to be busy, considering the Sin City hasn't had a normal week of business in over a year. In 2019, Las Vegas recorded over 42 million visitors, a far cry from the only 19 million that made their way to the city last year as the pandemic raged on. For years, public transportation has been a struggle for Vegas visitors. Limited options combined with high prices have made walking around the city a more viable option. However, the LVCC Loop from the Boring Company won't break the bank, and it will get visitors from point A to point B in a fraction of the time. Projections estimate that the loop will move 8,000 people every hour. For now, the LVCC Loop will transport passengers across the convention center campus that spans 73 acres big. Eventually, Vegas visitors and residents will have the ability to go from resort to resort and hotspot to hotspot thanks to the Boring Company's Vegas Loop. More hotels and resorts continue to seek entrance into the Vegas Loop, with the most recent being Resorts World, located just off of the Vegas Strip. Facebook CTO shares insights on Tesla's shift to pure vision for autopilot. Tesla's decision to abandon radar and focus instead on a pure vision strategy in its efforts to achieve self-driving features may be controversial even among the company's most ardent fans, but Facebook CTO Mike Schroepfer seems to be on the AV maker's side. In a series of posts on Twitter, the Facebook CTO shared his thoughts on Tesla's bold strategy and why it may actually work. Schroepfer, who is known for his work on artificial technology for Facebook, noted that Tesla's pure vision approach is actually pretty clever. This is because Tesla has the ability to capture and label data at a fleet-wide scale. He also reiterated a point that Elon Musk previously made on Twitter, that sensor fusion becomes tricky, especially when 2 sensors disagree. Granted, radar has played a key role in improving the safety of Tesla's vehicles. Numerous Tesla owners over the years have remarked that their vehicle's radar has detected hazards on the road in situations where pure vision would have been compromised. It would now be up to the company to prove that its vehicles could maintain their safety even after losing radar, or better yet, improve their safety after losing the sensor. Ultimately, Schroepfer also highlighted that humans drive vehicles with mostly vision alone. And while it is true that a well-rested, focused, and trained human driver would be excellent on the road, very rarely do drivers tick all three boxes at all times. This is proven by the fact that a good number of accidents on the road could be attributed to distracted driving or exhausted drivers. Computers, such as those used by Tesla, have the potential to tick all three boxes all the time. In previous comments, Elon Musk has noted that a move to pure vision should help Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving system improve significantly. The CEO hinted at some of the issues that such a change could address, such as phantom braking. However, Tesla is still maintaining its cautious stance amidst its shift, as evidenced by the company's restrictions on features such as auto steer when the Pure Vision update rolls out. As per the EV maker, for a short period during the transition to Pure Vision, vehicles with no radar would have some features temporarily limited or inactive. These include auto steer, which would be limited to 75 miles per hour and a longer minimum following distance. Smart Summon and emergency lane departure avoidance may be disabled at delivery as well. These features would then be restored as over-the-air updates are deployed. Tesla hacker to be deported after pleading guilty to ransomware plot against Giga Nevada. Russian Tesla hacker Igor Igorovich Kryuchkov will be deported from the United States after being sentenced on Monday to time already served. In March, Kryuchkov pleaded guilty to a cybersecurity attack on Tesla's Gigafactory Nevada in Reno. Kryuchkov appeared on a video conference from jail recently and apologized for his involvement with the ransomware plot on Tesla. "I'm sorry for my decision. I regret it," he said through a court interpreter. According to the Seattle Times, the Tesla hacker is fluent in English, but U.S. District Judge Miranda Dew in Reno provided Kryuchkov with an interpreter anyway. The Russian hacker said his time in U.S. custody made him reflect on the pain he caused this family in Russia and the damage it caused to his reputation. Some of Kryuchkov's family members sent emails to the judge asking for leniency. "I understand it was a bad decision," Kryuchkov said. He apologized after Judge Dew acknowledged that the cybersecurity attack was not successful and did not compromise the company network. The judge also noted that Kryuchkov offered to pay an unidentified Tesla employee $500,000 to help with the ransomware plot. Previous reports noted that Kryuchkov and his peers involved with the cybersecurity attack planned to offer a $1 million incentive to a Giga Nevada employee who would help initiate the cyber attack against Tesla. The Tesla worker did not accept the bribe and instead chose to report the ransomware plot to the FBI. Kryuchkov was later apprehended in Los Angeles as he was trying to flee the country. The judge went along with a plea agreement reached between prosecutors and Kryuchkov, who was sentenced to 10 months in custody for his guilty plea in March. The Russian hacker must also pay about $14,825 in restitution for the time Tesla spent investigating the cybersecurity attack and turning the case over to the FBI. If he remains in the United States or returns from abroad, Kryuchkov will be under federal supervision for 3 years. He will remain in custody until he leaves the United States. Do you think Teslas will be self-driving in a few years? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turning on bell notifications will alert you when I upload so you'll never miss any more Tesla news.